Hey there. So I just want to make this quick video in case there's someone out there that is having a similar issue I had. So essentially this project here is a French drain interior weeping tile system. If you want information on how to do those, there's tons of resources on YouTube and throughout the internet. But what I wanted to talk about here was the unique placement of this trench. So you could see we got over here about like 12 inches of slab between the wall and the trench. And the reason for that is my footers are at the same elevation as my slab. So a lot of videos you'll see, they'll put this trench, they'll just chip up all this slab, and they'll put the trench right next to the footers. I couldn't do that in this situation because you can see here, this is the footer. See this cold joint? And this is the slab. Usually this footer is like, it's at least 4 or 6 inches below the slab. I don't know exactly. But what that does is it gives you a little more leeway when it comes to where you put your trench without having to worry about undermine your footers. So what I did is I just kicked the trench out a little bit so that I have enough space between the footers and the trench so that I don't have to worry about undermining it. Generally, you want to go 1 inch out for every inch down you're going. So because you have to account for the slope so this drains properly, you see this pretty long run here. Here I start at about 6 inches, and on the other end ends up at about 12 inches deep, and also starting out 12 inches away from the edge of the footers. So, yeah. Again, if you want more information on how to actually do this construction, lots of resources out there. This is just to let you know, in case you have a situation like this, where your footers are at the same elevation or same grade as your slab, just kick your trench out. Definitely want to watch out for this. I've had quotes from a couple contractors, asked them what their procedure was going to be, and they were essentially going to start chipping it up all right here, which means they would have chipped up part of my footer and then undermined the other half, and then that would have really sucked. One thing you can kind of look at to sort of figure out if like where your footers are at is notice this bottom course of block is the same height as the second course. Usually that bottom course will be buried by like 4 inches, so you just have a little bit sticking up, but here it's a full height bottom course. So that's a giveaway right there that your footers are a bit higher. You can also look for this cold joint here, that cold joint. And if you want to be really crazy like I was, you could just dig a hole and try to find your footers before you start doing this. So yeah, hope that helps somebody. I had to do a lot of research to figure out what the hell was going on here and what would be appropriate. I had thought I had a monolithic slab at first too, which thank goodness that is not the case. Yeah. All right. Have a good one.